Welcome to Kranky Live, the show where bold minds meet real talk. This isn't your average sports or news show. It's where we break down sports, culture, and controversy with facts, fire, and fearless honesty. Here, truth cuts through the noise and hype gets exposed. From football to track and field, from world issues to local debates, we ask the tough questions, speak without fear, and go deeper than the headlines. We don't follow the crowd, we set the trend. While others recycle the same tired takes, we bring fresh insight, unfiltered analysis, and bold perspectives. No echo chambers, no puppet talk, just real conversation for people who think for themselves. Listen with your brain, not just your ears. Think critically, question boldly, and speak freely. This is Kranky Live, where reason rules the mic and truth always wins. Come on, let's get into it. Good afternoon. Welcome one and all. Big game today. Probably should be the most competitive game of the first round, actually, in the group stages. At least at this point to date. We have England versus Croatia. And I'm truly looking forward to this. These are the team that met in the 2018, World Cup semifinal. Croatia prevailing extra time. And today's game should be a good game. Bless up, Peter Upton. How you doing? What Upton say? England should have gone with Marcus Rogers over Jude Bellingham. We are gonna see. That's been the hottest topic in England as it relates to England and the World Cup. I actually think he should have thought about playing both. Thanks, Michelle. Appreciate it. He should have thought about playing both. Why? Because Arsenal is looking to bring Marcus Rogers in. I hope we get him to play on the left, even though he's a true 10 and probably a better 10 than Eze and Odegaard. But he also plays in a hybrid wide position for Villa. So I'm not sure why Tuchel don't want to play him out there. Peter says, Gordon and Bellingham challenged by coach to justify selection, Sykes by coach. Yeah, some people believe that Tuchel was brought in as a spy to make sure England don't win the World Cup. You know the history of England and Germany. So some people in England are having Tuchel. Now, Tuchel has made some interesting decisions, right? The conversation it's not about Croatia, it's not about England. They haven't won the World Cup since 1966, and it's supposed to be the home of football. But I think part of the concern is, why would you leave out Trent Alexander-Arnold even after Livramento had to pull out with an injury? Why you leave out Harry Maguire, who's been at every tournament since England started playing football and has played well? Why didn't you bring Gibbs-White, who scored maybe the most goals for an Englishman or second most goals behind Ollie Watkins? So why wouldn't you do that? That doesn't make sense to a lot of people. And what's interesting about this, in this team selection, let's start from the back. Why Gay doesn't start instead of Kanza? Why, and we go to the starting lineup. Why is it that Rashford doesn't start over Gordon? Why is Madueke starting over Saka, even though some people say Saka nursing an Achilles heel problem? And then the big question that's been asked, and people are on different sides of the equation, which is Marcus Rogers versus Jude Bellingham. So let's go to the starting lineup for both teams, because we only got 16 minutes before game time. I'm really looking forward to this game. Now, I think Croatia is a little bit seasoned, I'm going to call it. They have Musa in goal. I'm mixing up the team. They have Levakovic in goal. Then they have Guardiola, who has been injured for most of this season and came back late for City. You have Vuskovic and then Satolo. They're playing a back three, actually. And then you have Perisic, who's been playing forever. Some of these people are from 2018, people, apart from Guardiola. Susic. Then you have Modrić, who's about 40. And you see Cristiano Ronaldo at 41 playing for Portugal, he wasn't that good, by the way. And Stanisic. And then you have Pasalic, Butarina, and up front Musa. I say Musa was the keeper, he's the center forward. So that's their team. And the England team is Pickford in goal. In the middle is going to be Konza and Stones has been injury prone, but somehow Tuchel prefer Stones and Konza versus Gay. You have right back is Reece James, and then left back is O'Reilly. Two excellent players, but Reece James is injury prone. And I saw O'Reilly against real competition at Real Madrid. And he looked that hot. He's a brilliant player, but defensively, he can be he's a suspect. And then we have in the middle, they probably play a double pivot with Anderson and Rice. Maybe Rice will play the 8 and go forward more. And then Bellingham playing the 10. And up front, we have Modrić on the right, who doesn't have any end product, people. But I saw him have brilliant end product for England, but his end product is not good. Gordon on the left, who Barcelona just bought for 70 million. And then Kane playing the middle. Now, what I think Tuchel is trying to do is this. Bless up Triple E and Paul Watkins. I think what he's trying to do is this. Is Harry Kane drop deep? So I'm not sure why do you have a 10 with Kane to drop deep, but Kane likes to drop deep. And you have two sprinters on the outside in Gordon and Madueke, and get the ball up to them. And maybe Jude getting in the box because Harry will be deep. I assume that's a sort of inverted way of playing, an acute way of playing. But we'll see what happens for the game today. Croatia is always a difficult team. They're well organized. They're very experienced. They're very good players. But some of them have been past their sell date, like Modrić. So we'll see what happens. In the earlier game today between Portugal and Congo, I'm sorry I didn't bring the game, I probably wasn't up for bringing the game to watch along. But I watched the entire game. I haven't been doing that this season, to be honest, for the World Cup. Some games I just go to sleep on. I'm very selective. But I watched the entire game. And I must say, because when you chat at Jamaica, I must say this. Hey, Congo makes speed look good enough. I say, Congo makes speed look good. Congo makes speed look good. Speed probably that woman say, see it, me tell her now. When him go for him interview, he must say, see it. Me have more position than Congo. And look how Congo give Portugal a hard time. So me deserve for the coaching role. Because him film stay, he never lose the game against Congo. I want a handball and an extra time, losing regular time. So it's just fun, just me looking at these games and laughing. But this is a better Congo team that played Jamaica, actually. Because Sadiki didn't start. They look better to me. They had 5 players who played in the Premier League. They had 4 in League One. There are a few in La Liga. They have a very good team with a lot of good players. So they weren't intimidated by Portugal. Now, I think Martinez made the cardinal sin of trying to put square pegs in round holes. And why do I say that? He had 4 midfielders on there, all diminutive, no speed, all the same. And he had Petro Neto, who has no idea where the goal is. And he's a 41-year-old up front. So how are you going to score goals? Like, seriously. I know you have Bruno, but Bruno got to get the ball to somebody. I thought it would play Cancelo out wide, Rafael Leao on the left. So you're wide, you spread, you have speed. You have Bruno providing the supply. If you want to play Ronaldo, but I think he's past his sell date. And then you have Yao Neves and Vitinha in the back. No place for Silva. Or you bench Neves and put Silva in there. So they sacrificed Silva at halftime. He wasn't playing bad, but there's no width. And he wants to come inside. It wasn't smart. But Congo don't take anything away from Congo. Congo could have won that game. Congo played well. When I know, Speed team wasn't there, so we can't say that. Yeah, no. He will take credit. Speed look for any little credit. And he deserves to take credit. He deserves to take credit. Give credit where credit is due. I mean, Congo was really good today. Like, really good. And the thing about Congo is this. This was not Cape Verde against Spain, where Cape Verde sat back and just defend. Congo was playing transition football. Some people want to call it counter-attacking. I think it was more transition football. Mazuaka and Wan-Bissaka were excellent out wide. They didn't have a ton of pressure because there were no real wide men out there. Cause I don't rate Neto. And I used to rate Neto and then realize he can't score. His delivery sometimes is poor, even though he's quick and he's skillful. But it was an interesting game. I truly enjoyed the game. One of the better games, actually. Even better than the France-Senegal game, which I thought Senegal were very good in the first half. So, yeah, it's been good. Yeah, Congo could have won that game. They were good. Their center forward, what's his name? Bamako, whatever his name is. Bamko, I can't remember his name. He needs to have more composure. And Wissa scored a brilliant goal. I took some pictures of Wissa's goal, his header. Brilliant header. You could see that cross coming from Mazuaka because he's playing well. Mazuaka has played for West Ham in the Premier League. And he had a really, really good game. I think the thing about Congo is that, and you Jamaica talk about how athletic we are, as if soccer players aren't just innately athletic. Either if you're diminutive like the Spaniards or the Portuguese, you're skillful, and if you're physical and quick like the Congolese, you're on a football field because you're an athlete. This concept we fast and everybody else and quick and everybody else is a bunch of baloney, because we're not, even against the Hondurans and El Salvadorians. But I thought Congo was really, really good. The midfield was, especially the midfield, which I thought also yesterday, Senegal's midfield was good. With the two gays and Camera, I thought they were very good. And today, so was Congo. And by the way, people, half Congo team wasn't born in Congo. I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep that theme through the entire World Cup. I was gonna do a video on it. I said that yesterday, but I didn't. But half the Congo team wasn't born in Congo. So when you hear people like Roy Simpson in Jamaica trying to beat overseas-born players and trying to denigrate and belittle them about we need to go local, don't listen to that nonsense. People don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah? So when you go to the game, Vaughn, I heard Simon Jordan complaining today that he'll never go back to MetLife, the stadium, or whatever stadium there is in East Rutherford, because how horrible it was. And ticketing and the whole system was a mess. So, I don't know. Yeah, no, it was a very good goal by Congo. I think we're pretty pleased for the underdogs, and we're pretty pleased for a team like Congo. And we hope we have more of that in the World Cup. The underdogs have played well. Some of the underdogs are the underdogs with pedigree. So in the African countries, Senegal did a good game against France, but France is difficult. Tunisia is the only one that didn't play well. Egypt played well. Congo played well. No, I shouldn't say that. South Africa didn't play well. Tunisia didn't play well. But Congo played well. Egypt played well. I thought Senegal played well. We'll see Ghana later against Panama. So Africa had a lot of spots in the World Cup, and they have distinguished themselves. I don't think any of them are going to win the World Cup. Still think it's going to be it may be a European team. I don't think a European team ever won in this part of the world. But it may be, no, that's not true. Germany won in Brazil when they beat Brazil, about 7 in the semifinal. But, yeah. But I will do a, Triple East, I should please do, yeah. This whole concept and idea about overseas local nonsense that we hear some of the people in Jamaica who ain't got no sense talk about is a waste of time. But today should be a good day. It's a good game. I'm looking forward to England coming out. I think Rodgers should be in the team at the expense of Gordon. That's me. Or what you could do, even though they won't do this, because Anderson somehow now is a £125 million player, you could play Rice in the 6, Bellingham in the 8, and Rodgers in the 10. That's the team. No one's talking about that. You play Rice in the 6, because Arsenal did that late in the season, put Rice in the 6 and MLS in the 8, and have Odegaard in the 10, or Eze when he comes on. You put Rodgers in the 10, Bellingham can play anywhere, even though you want him close to the goal in the 8, and Rice in the 6, and they can have you with. That's a much more attacking team. Rodgers can get you a goal. Bellingham can get you a goal. You have Kane to score. Your wide men are not that prolific goal scorers. So you need to get through the middle. Bless up, Ted Dexter. How you doing? So I think Tuchel is missing a trick, but we all have our own perspective. He's with them in camp. He knows more than I do. But just my 2 cents to say, I think you got to get, unlike Portugal, who forced in 4 midfielders who are not goal scorers, you have 2 of your, and even Rice can get a goal, 2 of your midfielders who are goal scorers. you could have changed your team up to get everyone in and still be very effective. You don't need a double pivot against Croatia. You may need a double pivot against France. So you're going to play Anderson there. You don't need a double pivot against Croatia. I'm sorry. You can't convince me otherwise. But looking forward to this game. It should be a good game. Croatia is always a very, very, very difficult team to beat. If you want to watch a game in the US, it's on a ton of channels. Telemundo, Fox Sports. In Jamaica, I think it's on Blue and TVJ. And could be on Rush also, it normally is. And if you're in Canada, it's normally TSN. And I'm trying to find out where it is in the UK. Normally BBC and ITV carry it. But I'll see if that's the case today. Yeah, it's ITV1. It's ITV1 today. So I think they're sharing the World Cup, which is good. And that's normally free. I think someone should tell TVJ that when Jamaica is playing in World Cup qualifiers or Gold Cup, that they should carry the game free. Figure out a way to be able to pay for it somehow. Don't just carry World Cup where Jamaica don't go to the World Cup. We are allergic to the World Cup. Even if they told us that we can go and we just go without qualifying, we find a way to say we can't come, and because we have no money, or our administration is not right. But we're gonna find a way not to go to the World Cup. We are brilliant, 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 brilliant. By the way, people, if you're in the chat, it's 48 of you. Please hit the like button. Only 21 likes and 48 people. Those numbers give me the GPs, whatever you want to call it. So please hit the like button. And I would truly, truly appreciate it. Many of us watch the Premier League, so we all should be familiar with a lot of these players. Not a lot of Croatian play in the Premier League now. A few used to be there. Perisic played at Tottenham. Modrić played at... Sorry, yeah, Perisic and Modrić played at Tottenham, actually. Guardiola currently play at City, so they do have some pedigree. And for a small country, the smaller one in Europe that qualifies for the World Cup, they really do well. We're seeing the tossing of the coin, and the two captains, Modrić and Kane, are with the referee. I'm truly looking forward to this game. So Arsenal fans should be cheering for England. They cheer for what they want to cheer for. A lot of Jamaican personnel are Brazilians. You think they're born in Brazil? They cheer for it. You think they're born in Brazil? They love Brazil so much. But I'm sure a lot of people are going to be watching this. Again, the teams: England, Pickford, James, Konza, Stones, O'Reilly. In the middle, they have Anderson, Rice, and Bellingham. And up front, Madueke, Gordon, and Kane. And for Croatia, they have Likovic in goal, Guardiola, Vuskovic, Sotalo at the back. They are playing three at the back: Perisic, Susic, Modrić, and Stanisic in the middle. So they're playing four across. And then they have Pasalic and Bacirina and Musa up front. So those are the two teams. Should be a good game. Looking forward to the game. England start off its World Cup campaign. They haven't won the World Cup. They're worse than the Knicks since 1966. So it's 60 years. Those of you who can count. 60 years is a long time. It's a lifetime that they haven't won. And they're supposed to be the home of football. And somebody come rob them home. Brazil take with them home. Argentina take with them home. France take with them home. Germany take with them home. Spain take with them home. Still they run them out. We'll see what happens today. It should be a good game. And people are saying Tuchel is a world-class coach. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I see they did a kickoff where people don't kick the ball. No, they didn't kick it. down the corner, and Pickford goes long. Croatia coming forward, being pegged in and throw into Croatia. Now, if James stay healthy and Stone stay healthy, England be a good position. I'm really surprised Kanza playing over Mark Gay, though. Ball play back to Pickford. It's going to go long. Trying to find Gordon. That's a waste. Score is nil. And by the way, the score is on top of my head. So if you see that chart on top of my head, that's the scoreboard. So it says 0-0. If you come in, don't know the score, that's the score. A rally. Stone taking risk already. It's a pretty confident football, huh? England can't get out of their own way, and they gave away a corner. Trying to be too cute. If you can't get the ball out, kick it out. Don't be cute. Put yourself under pressure for no reason. Don't be making a mistake down there, because you know the English press. They can be brutal. Score tied at 0. We're in the second minute of play. Today I saw the referee gave a and Perisic with the corner, dangerous corner. Oh, that's a chance. That's a chance. If he had more composure, that could have been dangerous. England was nowhere in sight. That's Stanisic. I'm sorry, not Stanisic. That's Susik, I think that is. No, Sotolo. Sotalo. Oh, he's a defender. That's why he's right at the back three. Sotalo. That he if he had some more composure, that could have been dangerous. England trying to play it from the back. And struggling to play out. So Croatia decided to press. I'm very surprised that such an older team wanted to press as much in weather like this, but hey, ball play out to good play by Pickford to Kanza. Kanza trying to play it inside to Madueke. Madueke to Kanza. He got fouled, but referee says no foul. Good pressure by Croatia. England needs to just get the ball at the field. Rice doesn't want to play it out. England trying to play out. Now, I think this is going to play into England's hand. Why I say that? If you're pressing England at high with Gordon and Madueke out wide, Kane is going to find them, or so will Bellingham. So I think Croatia got to be careful. Here comes England. Ball out to Madueke. He's going to run past his man, trying to. He goes back to James. James will go to Stone. I'm sorry, to Kanza. So they have no left footer in the team in the center back position. About Stone and Kanza, right footers. Stone to Anderson. To go wide to James. James to Bellingham. Bellingham to Madueke. Madueke with a really poor pass. Madueke just makes some simple mistakes sometimes. He wins it back. Goes inside to Kane. Kane, a very poor pass trying to find Gordon, was slanting diagonal inside. England starts up a little bit challenged. Now they're trying to press. But Gordon's in a one-man press. The space is not being covered appropriately. And Kane is not a presser, so. And Pickford is out. Plays it up. England just a little bit discombobulated at the moment. Making bad passes, turn the ball over, and not under severe pressure in doing so. This is Rice. Looking to go along, comes inside to Anderson. Anderson plays it wide to James. James has Bellingham down and
Bad pass by James. England is making some uncharacteristic bad passes. Good play by Anderson to just bounce his man off the ball. Play the Kanza to Stone. Stone should just go clear wide to Riley. Decide not to. He does now. Who goes back to Rice. England keeping possession. I can't say keeping possession well, but they're keeping possession. Yes, Vaughn. But the problem, Vaughn, is we don't recruit, or we don't recruit well. We recruit them when they're in their 20s because we have a quota system for our younger team, so they can't come in. How many overseas players in the under 20? 2 or 3? Got to recruit them early, like Morocco does. Should be a throw into England. We are in the 6 minutes of play. Score tied at 0. Pickford to Kanza to Bellingham, inside to Kane. Kane is very, very deep. There's a lot of movement. O'Reilly's not really playing inverted, but he's way up the field. It's almost like they're playing 3 at the back. And Anderson being like a center half. So Stone is wide. Croatia can't touch the ball, though. They're just playing around them, but they're not being penetrative. James to Kanza. There's one thing to have possession. The question is, are you making inroads into the defense when you have possession? James inside to, and it's trying to find Kane, but that wasn't there. Good pressure. Ball play to Madueke. Madueke's out wide. He has a chance to put it in the box. Madueke coming forward. Fake the cross. Going to go down the wing. No, he doesn't. He goes back to James. James played the ball in the box. To Kane. Kane with a shot. Wide. And should be ricocheted. Should be a corner. Corner to England. I assume you did not look good, Zantanos. You said look good. I assume you meant did not look good. I think Morgan Gibbs White should have been in the squad. Morgan Gibbs White deserved to be there over Henderson, for example. And even the Trent can defend. He's better than Chalaba. England, Madueke coming forward. He's hit. That may be a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty to England. And the referee pointed immediately. Madueke came in. That's why I'm to defenders. The ball is bouncing. You're going for the kick, and they just tow it off you. See, Madueke came in, and he just kicked. Modrić kicked and kicked him. Yeah, it's a penalty. And he fell down. It was... I know he does, but he got Diaz and Olise running off him. And Musiala too. Bless up 1-1, how you doing? And bless up Flash G. Okay, Harry Kane, don't kick the Tottenham again. Because you remember in the 2022 World Cup against France, Kane kicked the ball to Tottenham. See, Kane didn't even get a lot of grief on that, you know. All the guys who, when they lost the Euro in England, what was that? Was it 2020? When Saka, Sancho, and Rashford missed their penalty, they got all this racist taunt. Kane didn't get so much beaten. He kicked the ball all the way to Tottenham. But he's going to score this, though. He's a great penalty taker. Oh, he missed it. Oh, my Lord. Wow. He did a Eze penalty. That's not how he normally take penalty. Kane is complaining. That's not how he normally takes penalty. He don't hesitate. He go on and he cross the ball in the net. That's a bad miss. That's a bad miss. Now, Kane is complaining that the keeper may have moved. Let's see if he moved off the line. You have to have at least 1 foot on the line. I don't know. It looked like he was there. He took the second foot off, but I think Kane just missed the penalty. Nah, his foot is on there. Kane missed the penalty. Stop crying like a baby. You missed the penalty. Yeah, it's a corner. He missed the penalty. That's a bad miss by Kane because he hesitated. Same thing Eze did, except Eze kicked his wide. Wow, it's a bad miss. That's a bad miss. You're Kane, you got to put the ball in the corner. Kane doesn't normally play well in these tournaments, you know. People don't realize that. In 2018, he won the Golden Boot. He wasn't that good. In 2022, he missed that penalty against France, and he wasn't that good. Let's hope he's great because he had a wonderful season at Bayern, and he's been a brilliant striker. But in the tournament, I don't ever see him have a great tournament. At the last Euro, he was poor. He couldn't run. Say he was injured. That's a bad miss. He hesitated. He normally just run through and blast the ball in the net like Gokares does, but oh, they gave it back to him? Really? Now, what did they call? Because I can't hear it. Did they say that the keeper moved off the line? Oh, he's off the line. It didn't look like he was off the line to me. It looked like his right foot was on the line. That's being picky. I'm sorry. See, he run up and shoot. That's what he should do. No hesitation. You pick your corner, you run up and shoot. But I thought, well, maybe technology does save England. That was a bad miss by Kane, though. To me, you're taking penalty. The only person who can run up like that and take penalties is Tony, who just doesn't really miss penalties. 1-0 to the English. That's interesting. So he has the England record now for goals in FIFA World Cup. This is his third World Cup. I think he's passed Gary Lineker. I can't hear what the commentators are saying, so you guys got to help me. So England 1-0. Good pressure by Bellingham. I think when you're in the box like how Modrić is, you got to use your head. Unless you are aware where you are, and defenders should think about that, you got to use your head. You try to kick and somebody just jump in front of you, and you see that all the time. That could be a problem. Kane is playing deep. I guess he's doing like he did. He does. So that's what they're trying to do. They're having Gordon and Madueke wide. They're running off the defender, and Kane is going to be the outlet. But what does that do for Bellingham? That's interesting. Then Bellingham will have to rotate and be a false 9 if Kane is going to be that deep. Here comes Croatia. You just joined us. We're in the 30th minute of play. England up by 1-0. Goal scored by Kane from a penalty off a foul by Modrić on Madueke. Kane missed the penalty initially. It was retaken. And the second time, he took a real penalty and put it in the back of the net. Nah, Kane scored a kind of goal 1-1. Good move by Croatia coming forward. They have space. Ball played in the box. Oh, looked like the player was being pulled down. Is that a penalty? James was pulling him down. Let's see what VAR says. I think he was being pulled. He got away from James. No, that's not a penalty. He had his hands on him, but it wasn't a penalty. And I think they're saying the ball went out of bounds, probably that new rule. So it's to England. It's a goal kick to England. That was a dangerous attack by Croatia. Sorry about that, people. I got a call I thought I had to take. That was Madueke down the right side. Madueke always made the wrong decision. Look at Bellingham going on the side of him. And he's always, who was he passing that ball to? Nobody. 90% of the time he makes the wrong decision. He's not passing that ball to anyone. That's the difference between Madueke and Saka. Saka would look up, he would cut inside, he would look to go back outside to overlapping Bellingham or for somebody in the box. Madueke always make the wrong decision. Well, I would agree with that. Corner by Rice. Ball headed out to Anderson with a shot blocked by Croatia. Pickford over the top, trying to find Rice out of bounds, throw into England. We're in the 16th minute. England up by 1-0. Goal scored by the prolific Harry Kane via penalty. It's Stone out to, Anderson Stone to O'Reilly, right to Gordon. Is that the first time Gordon touching the ball? And we're in the 16th minute. They've been very right side dominant. Konza all the way back to Pickford. Pickford's going to go long as he normally does. May have changed his mind because Croatia now they started pressing in the game, but they have. Look how Kane is playing. What? Look at Kane. Kane is dropping between the center halves. That's crazy. So now Bellingham's going to play the false nine, it looks like. His passing has been off, though. It hasn't been good so far. Here comes Croatia. Attacked by Bellingham, got dispossessed. Good pressure by Anderson. Croatia coming forward. Ball over the top. Well read there by Stone. Pickford to Rice. Rice coming forward. 17 minutes in. 1-0 to the English. Konza go back to Rice. Rice coming forward. Start playing a little bit slow. One thing I realized some of the better teams in the competition, they move the ball pretty quickly. England is playing very, very slowly. Maybe the weather is part of it. Maybe it's part of the strategy. Don't overexert yourself. But sometimes you got to move the ball quicker, especially in the middle of the park. Got to keep the defense off balance. Croatia now pressing. Pickford to Anderson, back to Stone. They're trying to draw them in and then play through them. And they have been successful doing so. Here comes Rice. Doesn't have any help. O'Reilly goes past him. Ball's played into Bellingham. Bellingham goes back to Konza. Konza should just come wide to James. He decided not to go inside to Anderson. England keeping possession well. Ball played out to Bellingham. Goes over the top. Good ball into James. Just a smidget too far. Good idea. Good play. See, in contemporary football, you have no idea what people play nowadays. They're playing like the Dutch of the 1970s. Total football. You have to be versatile in today's football. Otherwise, you become a relic. Croatia can't get on the ball. That's a foul against England. Didn't see that as a foul, but it's a foul against Susik. I'm not sure I agree with 1-1 about better technicians in this team. They're very good technicians, and they're older, I would agree, but Modrić, yes. Perisic, maybe, but nah, I think Bellingham is technical, Kane is technical, James is very technical, O'Reilly is very technical, Anderson is technical, maybe Madueke not as much, and Gordon not as much, but no, I think England has a number of technical. Stone is extremely technical. No, I have technical players. England dropping off. I think what England is doing is baiting Croatia. Here comes Anderson, overran the ball. Yeah, he tried to do too much. Foul against Anderson. I wonder if this is a yellow card for him. He over dribbled a while ago. Good job by England, just almost baiting them to make that pass through the middle. And then you have room and time to recover. See John Terry and Arsene Wenger in the crowd. Here comes Modrić. Plays out wide. Croatia coming forward is Perisic. Trying to cross. Good block by James. Got picked up by Kane. Has nowhere to go. It goes to Bellingham. Bellingham beat his man brilliantly. Coming forward. He has Madueke out wide, but he doesn't see him. He's trying to go one-on-one. He's going to go out wide. He needs to go out wide and shoot. He cuts back. Try to go again. He should have shot with his left foot. Too much there. He should have shot with his left foot. When he put it on the left foot, he should have shoot at the point. He tried to do a combination beat, I call it, and turn it over. Croatia coming forward again. I don't see Gordon in the game. It's interesting. Croatia doesn't have the speed to get behind England. I think France are going to be a different cup of tea. They play a team like France. I don't see Croatia having the speed or the legs to get beyond them. But center halves are not overly quick, but they're good footballers. Here comes Kanza. Yeah, stone wide. He plays it to Bellingham, back to James, back to Kanza, all the way back to Pickford. Pickford looking to go long, change his mind, and plays in the hole to Rice. Rice to Gordon. Gordon turns brilliantly and try to find Madueke and pass the ball to nobody. Who the hell did he see a while ago? Like, who did he pass that ball to? I'm just trying to figure out who was ball being passed to. I see nobody there. Oh, yeah, the goalkeeper. I just saw you a different angle. The goalkeeper was like, it's barely off the line, though. Oh, Lord. Yeah, his right foot is off the line. It was not pronounced, though. Prince Harry at the game, too? Yeah. Prince Harry got time on his hand. He lives in the U.S. Oh, we have hydration break. Hydration break, something new in football. Have to get used to it. Have to get used to it. Got to take breaks and get your fluid. I'm going to take my break also. And when they take break, I take my break also. So this is my water time. If you just join us, it's England versus Croatia. Second game of the day. The first game played at 1 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. UK time, 12 p.m. Jamaica time. DR Congo, who beat Jamaica 1-0 in the qualifiers, I have to say that, drew with the mighty Portugal, 1-1, and could have won that game. Later on tonight, we have Ghana play Panama at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 6 p.m. Jamaica time. And Uzbekistan plays Colombia at 10 tonight. So it'd be interesting in the Ghana-Panama zone as you go through. I expect Portugal, Ghana, and DR Congo to go through. DR Congo did a very good job. It'd be interesting to see him against Ghana and against Panama. So those were saying, I hear a lot of Jamaicans say DR Congo not good when before they play Jamaica, not good, them, this, them, that. They're healthy now. It's a whole different team. So people like Wissau who were injured are no longer injured. They've brought in 1 or 2 players. It's a different team. It's a different team. Wissau played against Jamaica, but it's a different team in terms of how they're playing and their confidence. Pete Flash says, Kranky, hydration break is good for the game. During the match where a player almost died on the field. Yeah, we have seen match where a player died on the field. I don't think they died because of lack of hydration. I think they died because they had heart problems. But hydration is good. It's an old relic that you shouldn't... Look, the old game and the Europeans who don't like change, they complain and they whine. But football is about money. The reason why England dominated football is about money. And money, if you're going to advertise the game, you're going to broadcast the game, it's advertisement, or advertisement, some people say, and that's money. All right? So if it's about money, then you got to find ways to make money during the telecast. And it pays for the attractive product that you get and pay these players a lot of money. Now, DR Congo is extremely good. Now, the thing about Portugal is their attack is not the greatest. Their attacking play is not the greatest. They got too many midfielders, similar midfielders on the field. Vitinha, Neves, Bruno's a little bit different, but Silva, all those three are very similar. Bernardo Silva, all of that's really similar. They had no width. Ball played up by Croatia, headed up by Anderson, picked up by Rice. It's going to go all the way back to O'Reilly, who goes to Stone, Anderson, O'Reilly, goes back to Stone, all the way back to Pickford. Pickford have room and choices and decide to hold it up. Going to go long, trying to find Gordon, I assume. Yep. And Croatia, ball all the way back to Musa, who holds it. Madueke trying to jockey him. England has a very good bench too, actually. In fact, the bench is probably as good as some of the starters. Croatia keeping possession now. Perisic plays it inside to Vuskovic. Modrić, the general, has it at 40. Comes to Guardiola. England can rest. Croatia not being very penetrative. England try to crowd him out. They at the halfway line. It's Guardiola again. Like he's lost some weight, actually. Plays it inside to Vuskovic, who goes outside to Sotalo. Musa upfield, trying to find Perisic, I assume. Ball headed down to Anderson, all the way back to Pickford. England will start out again. Pickford out to Konza. Konza coming forward. Goes inside to Anderson, all the way across to Stone, to O'Reilly. O'Reilly goes inside to Kane. Kane can't reach it. Kane wins it. Bellingham come forward. Foul against Kane. Kane is slow, though. They got to be very careful playing the ball into him that way. He's slow. He can't turn. He's like the Titanic nowadays. That ball away will be reached by any person with athleticism. Look at that ball. It's a little bit quick, but he can't turn. If you're going to make that pass inside, you got to pass it to his feet. You can't just pass it so wide of him. Totally agree, 1-1. England trying to play out and then trying to find Madueke in behind. It's not worked so far. The passing over the top has not been good. The space behind the defense is there. You got to lob the ball up and down. You can't hit the ball flat. And the fielders are normally pretty wet. You got to put some air in the ball to allow Madueke Gordon to run onto it. Because Croatia sometimes is pressing. It's going to be spacing behind to attack them. Here comes Croatia. Ball played out wide. Poor pass to Perisic. He caught up to it. Has James one-on-one. Perisic goes all the way back to his center half. Vuskovic, who comes forward, plays it wide to ball crossing the box, headed out by James. And Stanisic is playing pretty far up the field, actually. He's playing wide. Here comes Croatia again. England dropped back in a 4-2-4 defensive structure with their two double pivot, Rice and Anderson behind the front four. England not putting any pressure on the ball and giving the man with the ball a lot of times to make decisions. 29 minutes in, England 1, Croatia 0. Neither keeper has had to make a save so far. Or I should say has made a save, because England did score one. It was from a penalty. Croatia keeping possession. Ball play out to Stanisic, who missed control. Picked up by Kane. It's Bellingham. Good ball into Kane. Kane finds Rice. Rice comes back to Kane. Kane goes wide to Madueke. Madueke has a chance to go at his defender. It's brilliant cross by Madueke. Bellingham came in. He may have been fouled. It looks like he's hurt. Really good cross by Madueke. Finally put a good ball in. That ball was put in a really perfect spot. Bellingham was right there, but the defense was good enough. Prevent that tap in. The ball is not going out to Gordon, though, which is interesting. All the ball come to the right to Madueke. You would think Arsenal is playing very right dominant. Maybe it's part of the setup by Croatia, but I don't know. Doesn't seem that way. And it's a foul, free kick to England. And it's looking to go to Kane. Kane trying to talk to the referee about that kind of foul, like a professional foul. The really good cross. You know, the play actually tripped Bellingham, you know. That wasn't a good play. He probably wouldn't call a penalty. If it was called by the ref, he probably would have given it. But he actually touched him, actually, going through. When you go in that quickly, it's easy to fall over. O'Reilly tripped up. Referee called a foul. Free kick to England. Here comes Gordon. First time he sort of touched the ball, actually, in a position to be able to dribble. He's not been in the game. England has it. We haven't had a lot of chances created in this game. Croatia is a very organized team, but England also has not been good over the top. Ball played over the top by Pickford, headed up by Croatia. Croatia coming forward, or trying to come forward. Ball plays wide and looked like it's out of bounds. O'Reilly turns. Think he fouled Stanisic. He did. Free kick to Croatia. By the way, if you haven't hit the like button, please do so. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. O'Reilly's had a phenomenal season. He came out of nowhere this year. Got into the City team, scored a lot of goals and had assists. Played really well. Croatia trying to go behind too long. Ball to Pickford, who misplayed it out of bounds. All he had to do was boot the ball upfield. Ball thrown to Croatia coming forward. Croatia looking to go over the top. James there jumping with his man. Bellingham with a horrible play by Bellingham, but he won it back, and here he comes. Bellingham coming forward, looking for Kane, has Madueke wide. He plays it to Madueke, who is scampering down the wing, has a chance to cross. Delay too long. Plays it to James. James looking to go far post, does. Headed out by Croatia. Madueke had a chance to be quicker and let the defense reset. Here comes Stone to Anderson. England way up the field now. Position deep in the half. Here comes Madueke. James plays it to James. Why? James with a really good cross to Kane, headed out by number 6 for Croatia. Sotalo. Ball play back to Sotalo. Trying to go along, trying to find Perisic. And he is behind Madueke. Has the ball back to Guardiola coming forward. Game has slowed down somewhat. 34th minute in. Croatia 0, England 1. One thing, Big Bellingham, he plays defense. He doesn't get, even as a number 10, you don't carry him in the field. He's played both ways. The game between Congo and Portugal also. Were there any Congo fans in the stands? I saw about not a lot. The field was red. Or looked red anyway. There's Portugal fans everywhere. England trying to play out. Stone to Anderson. He has Konza on the right. Konza coming forward. Plays to James. James to Anderson. Anderson to Madueke, trying to find Bellingham. Not a good play. Here comes Croatia. They have numbers. Stanisic is out wide. This could be dangerous. Brilliant chop inside. Brilliant goal by Croatia. Brilliant goal. Poor between James and Bellingham. Really bad turnover. Brilliant goal by Croatia. Top corner. Poor turnover. The press eventually got to them. Brilliant goal. Press eventually got to them. They're playing too slow. They're playing like they're going to Sunday school and left themselves open. O'Reilly was nowhere in sight. And he's supposed to be playing the left back. It's a really good strike, though. Really good strike. Pickford got a hand to it, but couldn't save it. Yeah, probably should have saved that. Actually. Hit him in the palm of his hand. Probably should have saved it, actually. Maybe if he's a fist, he probably punched it out. That was poor by England, though. And Anderson jumping in for the tackle. You got to force the man to the sideline. You can't make him go inside. That's a poor decision by Anderson. You can't afford the man to cut you inside. You have to force him wide. It's a really good strike, though. The ball hit Pickford in the middle of his hand. He got to save that. Now, Pickford need to save that. The ball hit him in the middle of his hand. That was Batarina who scored. Good goal. But to me, England is joking. They haven't created anything, really. This is not the team on the field. You need Rashford out there, and you need Saka out there. Your two wingers are ordinary players. And you may need Rodgers out wide. Here comes James. To Anderson. Riley inside. Nah, Pickford should save that. The ball hit him in the middle of his palm. It's like he has a weak right hand. But it's a bad turnover. It's a really bad turnover. England playing slow. Really bad turnover. When we say England are good, I'm not going to say they're good. They're just not playing smart. They're playing too slow. The ball go in the middle of the park and they're walking. Everything is walking. You're not playing quickly. You got to play the ball quickly through the middle. And his strategy is not working because I don't think Madueke and Gordon are good enough. He's going to get Rodgers on, though. It may be for Bellingham or for Gordon, but he's got to come in for somebody. Because nobody's taking the ball and running at people. If you just join us, England versus Croatia, 39th minute. England won, Croatia won. Croatia's goal was scored by Batarina. England penalty by Kane. Foul against Konza. Free kick to Croatia. What was the mean for the match? The mistake was James, them trying to play some little cute balls and turn the ball over. But people got to realize, we just saw a very technical Portugal team draw with Congo, okay? So this is World Cup. Croatia is a good team, has always been a good team. They're a good team. They're a very organized team. They're a very technical team, as one alluded to earlier. I just think the role Kane is playing is nonsense. You're center forward. Go play deep. Pull the defense with you. There's no pressure on the defense. Because Bellingham is deep, Kane is deep. So so the field is going to be condensed in the middle of the park. When Kane come back, all you have is a congregation of people. Let him go play center forward. He can come deep once in a while. Go play center forward. Force the defense to go play against you. Let two of them mark you, but free up Bellingham. All you're doing is congest in the middle when Kane drop back so deep. He's too deep. England, the ball. Stone all the way to Kanza. See, Croatia doing selective pressing, and it's good pressing. Kane play up top to Madueke. Madueke should be in on goal. Headed out by Croatia, throw into so they're trying to play the ball over the top. That's the strategy from the game started. Bring Kane deep, and he plays it long. His passing hasn't been accurate, though. Is that a corner or a throw-in? Either way, it's England's ball. Deep in Croatia's territory. CR7 was involved in, right? He was on the field. Didn't know he was playing. It's a corner to Croatia. See, corners like this is Saka's specialty. Rice taking it, but Rice not taking it from the right side, not the left side. Because then he has to swing it out. So he's not going to go towards goal. Good corner by Rice. Kane, goal! To Harry Kane. Bullet header. He swung it right in Kane's path, and he put it in the far corner. England back up by a goal. Nobody marking Harry Kane. That's horrible marking. Look like they're doing zonal marking. So Rice is there. Ball comes out. Nobody marking Kane. Like nobody's close to Kane. That is unbelievable. And he's coming from deep, people. That's a set play, by the way. That is something they conjure up in training. If you notice, they set a block up to prevent the defense from recovering, but nobody's in the block trying to disrupt it to mark Kane. That's crazy. You can tell that 1-1 is not a big fan of England, period. You can tell. 1-1 remind me of a friend of mine. You don't like the English. I thought you lived in England, 1-1. CR7 is 41 people. He's like LeBron James. They're great, but they're getting up there. They're great players, or they were great players. LeBron is still better than CR7 at this point in time, even though they're the same age. But Father Time is undefeated. Haaland, Messi, and Kane have had good starts. Messi had 3, Haaland 2. If I'm playing against Messi, if I'm coaching against Messi, people, which I don't understand, I think coaches lack strategy sometimes. If you coach against Messi, you play what we call a box on one. Okay? Box on one in basketball. Which basically says, I'm going to play zone for 10 people or 9 on the field, and I'm marking you one-on-one. You ain't getting no ball. I'm going to foul you. I'm going to do whatever it is, even though they will call foul against because it's Messi. You ain't touching the ball. Messi walk out the game. Here comes England. Oh, almost a turnover. Kane and Madueke almost forced that. Messi walk out the game and scored 3. Man, they didn't put in a tackle. One tackle he put in, foul a person, didn't get yellow card. Zantanas, I have no idea. That's awful defending. That's the first person. When you're in the box, Harry Kane, Haaland, CR7, you got to mark them one-on-one. Crazy. Pickford under pressure. Good move by Pickford to fake the pass. Plays it out to Stone. Stone goes to O'Reilly, beat his man brilliantly. Goes inside to Rice. Rice comes forward. He has O'Reilly back wide. He goes to him. O'Reilly comes inside. Looking and try to play it straight back. Comes back to Bellingham. Bellingham, bad touch and gets dispossessed when he's fouled. Free kick to England just out of the box. Right in Rice's wheelhouse. Michael Gardner, bless up. Yes, he did. England is a horse, but they're not dark. No, I thought DR Congo played well all around. I don't think they were scrambling in that game. Portugal played quick in the midfield sometimes. They didn't have the wide players. Their problem was they didn't have width. So we have 5 minutes of extra time in the first half, 45 minutes in. Has Gordon touched the ball 10 times? Gordon has been in the game. Looks like the free kick is going to be taken by James. Is it too far out to go for goal? James is very good, by the way, in the set pass. What is Madueke doing over set piece? Madueke, you can't take no set piece. Go wide. But you'll go over set piece. If you just join us, we're in the 46th minute of play. England versus Croatia. The score is Kane 2, Croatia 1. Free kick taken by James. Looks like he's not going to go. Yeah, he's going to go to goal. He tried to go low. It's blocked. Not very smart, actually. Ball out of bounds, throwing to England. We are in the 47th minute. England versus Croatia. Group L. There are so many groups in this World Cup. Group L in the World Cup. England 2, Croatia 1. England trying to reverse that defeat to Croatia in the 2018 World Cup where they lost in the semifinal. Perisic against James 1-on-1. James jockeying, Perisic coming inside. Plays it inside. Croatia slowing it down. Ball to Guardiola. Guardiola plays it inside. Croatia walking up the field. England is deep. They have like a 6-3, 6-4 defense set up. Guardiola trying to come forward. He plays it wide. Bellingham with a stretch. I think we may see Bellingham off in like the 68th minute for Marcus Rogers at some point. He's working hard. Here comes Croatia again. Ball play out to Perisic. Out of bounds. Cross in the box. I think it was out of bounds. Throw into England. England have a bunch of set plays that they're executing in the World Cup. Let's spend some time. No, Cancelo came in the second half. It started with Bernardo Silva. Turnover by Kane. Here comes Croatia. Kane is down and rolling on the floor. Or on the field, I should say. Here comes Croatia again, looking to shoot. Great shot just over the bar. They can shoot, though. Say that much for them. I agree with you, Dr. Nan. They need to have Leo, and Leo came in real late in the game, real late. They had Neto out there, and Neto can't score. Neto doesn't score a goal for Chelsea or anybody else. Didn't score at Wolves, didn't score at Chelsea. Here comes England, foul against Kane, it looks like. Kane is protesting vehemently. Just 1 minute left in extra time. Croatia coming forward. Perisic plays back to Guardiola. Goes inside to Modrić. Modrić surveying the field. Doesn't have a pass. And he goes wide. I think they're playing for halftime. Go back and regroup. I'm going to take my normal 1 minute break at halftime, everyone. And we'll be back afterwards. 21 seconds left in the half. Rice out of position, trying to track his man. Croatia just keeping possession. England is way too deep. When you're that deep, you're creating problems for yourself. Trying to go over the top, they did. Perisic, goal! Way too deep, people. Defending way too deep. Goal by Croatia. Awful defending, way too deep. And even when they're deep, the man got behind them. Perisic got behind them. Let's see if he's onside. Even when they're that deep, man got behind them. So Bellingham marking him.
That's awful defending. Now he's onside, and he headed back brilliantly. He's almost like a set play. That's awful defending. Awful defending. James is at sea. That's awful, awful defending. It's tied at 2. That was number 26. Pasalic, who scored. Unbelievable poor defending by England. Way too deep. No pressure on the ball. Look at that. No pressure on the ball. And all the man do is run slant. And James is at sea. All 3 go in the same spot. As people have said, defensively, England is not there. That's just poor, poor defending. So we're tied at 2. It's offside? I don't think it's offside. It's 2-2. He ran from deep. It's not offside. Why you say it's offside, Flash? All right, people, I'm going to take my 1-minute break. That's poor defending by England. And that's going to be their downfall during this tournament. Their defense is awful. There is no... First of all, Harry Kane is a liability defensively. He should be putting pressure on the man in the middle of the park with the ball. Where's Harry Kane? Way, way back. Harry Kane can't run. He ain't got no legs. He scored 2 brilliant goals, but defensively he's a liability. So in essence, if you don't put pressure on the ball, the man with the ball have all day to play. And then you push your defense up, but it's right at the 18-yard line. So how in the hell does somebody get between you and Pickford if you're at the 18-yard line? That's poor defending. That makes no sense. It's a calamity. Anyway, I'm going to take my 1-minute break, and I'll be back in a minute. Poor setup. Poor setup, people. I'm going to give you my normal musical interlude at halftime. I'll be back in a minute. We are back. It's halftime. England versus Croatia. England's suspect defense has been atrocious. And defense is not only your back four, even though the back four is the one that caused the last goal. Your defense is your entire 11. If you're playing defense in football and you don't put pressure on the ball, then people can run off you. You saw it again with Olise, with France against Senegal, and you just see it a while ago. Got to put pressure on the ball. Good footballers will break you down and put pressure on them. It was not offside. No, I don't think it's offside. It's VAR would have called it back. It's not offside. So here are the halftime stats. We're going to go through them quickly. In terms of XG,
Croatia has possessions almost equal. England has XG of 1.36. The Croatia is 0.43. Find that interesting. You know what? That must be wrong. Let me refresh. That must be wrong. Let me refresh, people. That can't be right. Let's redo this. I'm gonna redo this. That can't be right. It's right. It still says 0.43 to 1.36. Even though the last one to me, England didn't get much chance of a 1 point that XG. 2 goals by Croatia. Don't take it away from them. 2 good goals. Big chances, England 2, Croatia 1. I think Croatia had 2 big chances and they put them both away. Total shots, England 9, Croatia 4. Corner kicks, England 3-1. Fouls, England 9, Croatia 5. Passes, Croatia is a little bit above England. Tackles similar, free kicks similar. So those are the halftime stats. England defenders. England has 3 defenders in the same place. Nobody attacking, nobody looking around where the man is. Everybody's running towards the ball. That's poor. Awful. Awful, awful, awful. I think Rashford will come in. I think Saka will come in. You need more control on the wing. Madueke just make good decisions. Most times he doesn't make good decisions, frankly. And Gordon is overrated. Don't tell me what Barcelona's in Gordon. Maybe center forward, but England have too many deficiencies. And Kane can't play defense. I don't know why he's trapping so deep. He'll burn himself out in this heat. He's a great goal scorer, but he can't play defense. So in essence, the pressure on the ball was not there, and you could see that, actually. Need to have pressure on the ball. None. I'm watching the play again in terms of the goal. Reece James had the ball, plays it to Anderson. Not a good play by Anderson over the top. And then the defense broke down. O'Reilly's out of position. The ball got cut back and was a brilliant shot into the far corner. And that was a poor play by Anderson. I think Anderson's overrated, by the way. I think Anderson's overrated. 125 million for Anderson. He's a decent footballer. He doesn't do anything. What does he do apart from, he's similar to Rice, except Rice is more athletic. Yeah, look, Kane scored 2 goals. You can't take him off. You can't say it's Kane's fault. He scored 2 goals. Whether it was a penalty or not, but the question is, the overall play has not been good. I think you need Marcus Rogers on the field. I think you need Rashford on the field. I think you need Saka on the field. Those are better offensive players, period. I put Rice in the 6. I put Bellingham in the 8. I put Rogers in the 10. I put Rashford out wide. I put Saka out wide. That's my team. Then Tuchel's going to take a beating. If you're going to pick teams like this, then you better win. And against an old Croatia team, even though they're good footballers, you're going to feel the pain. Tuchel, you have no idea about the English press. They're just waiting for you to mess up so they can destroy you. They don't like the Germans anyway. They haven't forgiven you for World War II. I'm not going to get political today, but I'm going to say something, which is this. He's not offside. His hand can't be offside. Yeah, that was just poor by James. What is James doing? He's running towards the man with the ball. James have no idea where the man coming in is. James has not been great in the first half. See, he's not offside. They're showing you your hand can't be offside. Konza's toe was there. His hand is beyond, but your hand can't be offside. So he's onside. That is true. I'm surprised Mark Gay is on the bench, to be honest. Really surprised Mark Gay is on the bench. Yeah, Tuchel is very strange in his selection, frankly. Very strange. But it's 2-2. It's a new game. Croatia is a good team, though. They have good players. They're not quick. They're not overly skillful. They're just very technical. Good control, good passing, good movement, And the shooting is very, very good, actually. Even the one that shot over the bar had enough venom on it, if it's just a little bit lower, to give Pickford problem. The first goal, I think Pickford should have saved it, frankly. Kick hard, but he should have saved it. Second one, he had no chance. So if you just join us, we are at halftime of the World Cup qualifying game in what group? Is it Group L? England versus Croatia. Score tied at 2. Okay, I didn't see that. I have to go back and look at it. Nah, he wasn't offside. They just showed the replay. His hand was beyond, but your hand can't be offside. Your hand can't be offside. So it wasn't offside. England trying to throw the game away. Portugal drew today. Croatia's a better team. World Cup first game always a challenge, right? Got to get into the tournament. Brazil drew their first game. Spain drew their first game. Portugal drew their first game. England is tied. A lot of top teams and the favorites are having an interesting tournament. Cape Verde, DR Congo has taken on 2 of Europe's biggest giants, 2 of the World Cup favorites, and drawn with them. And frankly, Spain was a much better team than Cape Verde. Had more chances. Cape Verde had 1 header late in the game. But DR Congo gave Portugal all they could handle. I don't think Portugal has enough offense. Unless they put on somebody like Felix for Ronaldo. Put on Leo on the left wing and put on take Bernardo Silva out. They have to sacrifice some of their better players for players who are more specialists in their position. Otherwise, they ain't going nowhere except going home. But so far, it's been interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see what England does in the second half. They have not been great in the first half. They have scored 2, but they haven't been great. So let's see what they do in the second half. But as I said before, Jamaica's not in the World Cup, so we got to make do with what we have. No Jamaica at the World Cup. Curacao is there, getting their butts kicked, but I'm sure they prefer to get their butts kicked than to I'm sure they prefer to get their butts kicked than not to be there. Because they're picking up, what, $12 to $15 million. I wonder what Tuchel's halftime conversations with the team. Yes, he needs to make some changes, though. He needs some more dynamism in the team. That's where Rodgers comes in. Bellingham is a beautiful footballer, but he's not Rodgers in terms of speed, tenacity, driving forward, going by people. Rodgers create mismatches. You can take the ball and run with it, and then you have to compensate or overcompensate. So are you guys enjoying the World Cup tournament? It's getting better, getting more interesting. Love the fact that some of the underdog teams are putting up a fight. A lot of teams put up a fight. So it's a good thing. Very good thing. Tonight we have at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Ghana will play Panama. And then 10 p.m., Uzbekistan plays Colombia. Curious to see what Colombia looks like. They should have a good team. And tomorrow we start to recycle again with the Czech Republic playing against South Africa, who are poor against Mexico. Switzerland playing Bosnia. So South Africa plays at 12 against, call it Czechia. Switzerland at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time against Bosnia. And Switzerland weren't wonderful in their first game. And then we have Canada plays Qatar. And Canada should have won their first game against Bosnia and didn't. Switzerland gave away that game. They should have won that game. They drew. Yeah, they are $9 million rich. They are more than $9 million. They get $1.5 million for preparation fee, and they get
about 12 million, whatever it is, 9 to 12 million for just being in attendance, just stepping through the door and going play their first match. Gotta be in it to win it. When Jamaica was never in it. Too many games to watch? Yeah, that's true. It's a lot of games. England hasn't created anything. Look how far the man got behind the defense. Defense is too square. I said it before the goal score. The defense was too deep. Now you may say that's counterintuitive, Kranky, because the ball got behind him. No, because you push further up the field, you have more pressure on the ball. And there's more room for your goalkeeper to come get the ball. When you're that deep, the ball just plays over. It was pretty flat. You didn't have to have a lot of air in it. Didn't have a long distance to go. Create a problem for yourself. And when you're that flat, frankly, the man shouldn't get behind you. Getting ready to commence the second half. Poor England versus Croatia. Score is tied at 2. Sure, the English are probably losing their minds and probably wondering what the hell is. Because Tuchel getting the blame. Nobody's getting the blame except Tuchel. Players will get some blame, but it's going to be the manager. He picks the squad. He picks the team. I expect changes about the 60-minute mark. And expect at least 3 changes. And also, you got to remember, when you're picking a team, you got to think about how well does your team play defense. And Madueke is not one of the better defenders in terms of realizing he needs to go back and defend. Saka does that brilliantly. Probably why he's always injured nowadays, because he spends so much time defending or playing both ways. I think Rashford would give you more in terms of him being dynamic and going forward. England is just coming out. England hasn't come out yet. They're just coming out. Must be a long halftime talk. And there are no changes from where I see. As I said, I think sometimes the English press can boot up certain players, especially when they have a certain persuasion, and it doesn't manifest itself in reality. Like Anderson's a good player, but when did Anderson get so good? He was at Newcastle. They sold him to Nottingham Forest, and now he's 125 million. What does the world come to? England is back out on the field. They have not played well offensively or defensively. They got 2 goals from, you can call them set piece. One was a penalty and one was a corner. They have created nothing from open play to write home about. Croatia has scored 2 very good goals. Croatia has not created a lot of chances, but they scored 2 very good goals. And we're ready to go again. Referee having a conversation with Bellingham, it looks like. Bellingham is supposed to be the X factor. He has been so far. Ball played long, pick up by Pickford. Here comes England again. Ball played out of Stones, and now Croatia is pressing. The press has been effective in the first half. Ball to O'Reilly, trying to go along, decide not to go. Good get out of trouble by O'Reilly. Ball to Rice all the way across to Konza. Konza to James. James back to Konza. Goes inside to Anderson. Ball play to Bellingham. Goes outside to Konza. Back to Bellingham. Bellingham is very deep, actually. To O'Reilly. Very selective and smart pressing by Croatia, actually. They want to get you in a place where you can't view the outlet pass as well and then have 2 or 3 men challenge you.
Gordon, back to O'Reilly, back to Stone, all the way across to Lukanza, has no outlet. It goes wide to James, who goes inside to Hunt, to brilliant ball to Bellingham. Bellingham coming forward, is in the box, looking across, he shoots, goal! Brilliant goal by Bellingham, and the play work. Ball deep to Kane, outside to Bellingham, running off the defense. Brilliant goal by Bellingham. Took it wide. Normally Madueke would be. And Bellingham shows that I'm the man. As he said, who else? Brilliant, brilliant goal by England. Ball play to Kane. That was Stone or Kane? I couldn't tell. Bellingham had him on his back. I mean, look how where he is. It's a great goal. Great goal. He took that really well. He looked up at the goal at the last minute. He glanced up before to see where he was. But he'd rather keep right in the corner. Hit after the upright. Brilliant goal. And then he gives that signal that I'm the man. Good run by Madueke, but it's a brilliant goal taken by Bellingham. So we just started second half. And England has scored. It's now 3-2. It's a basketball game you're watching. 3 goals already. Croatia trying to go long. And here comes Bellingham again. He has it in the box. Oh, good save by the keeper. Bellingham tried to go far. I'm not sure where he was going, and he's trying to wave up the crowd. Could have done better with that shot, though. Yeah, if he faked the shot and go a little bit to his right, that may have been a better option. The defender was closing him down. Corner to I wasn't going to say corner to Arsenal. Corner to England. To be taken by Rice. England scored off the last set piece they had where Harry Kane scored a header. Now he's been marked. He's being covered. Rice with a corner, great corner. Headed in. Oh, what a miss by Konza. Oh my Lord. Is that Konza or O'Reilly? That was an easy, that you can't get an easier header. That's all right. That has to be a goal. He missed. How did he miss that? He's trying to go in the corner. That's as big a sit as you'll ever get. That's a sit-up, people. All he has to do is hit the ball straight to the goal. He ain't ever try to be cute with it. That should have been 2 by England already. And we just started second half. England have 12 shots to Croatia's 4. So Croatia look like they're still in the changing room. One. They scored 3 goals. 1-1. Don't care where you are. When them scored 3 goals already. They have players playing at the highest level, playing at Real Madrid, playing at Bayern, playing at Arsenal. What are you talking about? 1-1. You don't get these teams unless you're a good player. Come on. Here comes Croatia. And they're going to have Gordon at Barcelona too. England now pressing. One. I know what you eat today in a 1-1, but it's not a good thing. Good pressure by England. Referee called a foul. I don't think it was a foul. That was a brilliant goal by Bellingham. Brilliant pass deep for him to get by in defense. That's a strategy that they have. They play against an older team, don't have legs. So, brilliant strategy. England, here comes England. Gordon trying a horrible pass. Gordon has had an awful game. He's not in the game. That ball a while ago to Madueke should have been played behind the defense. I have no idea what he was doing. England now pressing all out. pressing. Here comes Bellingham pressing, and Croatia finding it difficult to play out. Riley with the control, beat his man, coming forward, plays it out to Rice. Rice coming forward, doesn't have much option. Should go wide to Gordon. Rice going far corner. Good save by the keeper. Good save by Musa there. Really good save. England now applying the pressure. They've turned it up. Must have been a good halftime speech by Tuchel. Croatia is now feeling the pressure. Plus, Croatia will struggle second half because they're an older team. And it's hot. So corner to England. To be taken by, it doesn't look like Rice. Who's taking the corner? It's Rice. It's not a good corner, headed up by Croatia. Back to Rice. Try to put it back in the box. Decided not to go down the wing. He does. Good cross by Rice, headed up by Croatia for another corner. All right. As I said before, all the England players, most of them, not all of them, play for big teams. There's a reason. Man City want Anderson. Rice plays for Arsenal. They got to be technical. They wouldn't play for those teams. England going wide, not a good pass, actually. To Rice, not a good pass. Madueke is fouled. And referees not calling anything. Slow to react. That was a foul by Modrić on Madueke, actually. Referee didn't call it, but it was a foul. If you just join us, we're in the 53rd minute of play. England 3, Croatia 2. Rice controls as options, goes back to all the way back to Stone, going to go all the way back to Pickford, who has options. Goes all the way up to Konza. Konza back to Pickford. Nobody's in the middle. Somebody's in the middle. Where's Rice? Or even Bellingham. Now Kane came back. Look how deep Kane is. Wow. So they're saying is the best long pass of the ball they have. O'Reilly goes all the way back to Stone. England is very comfortable on the ball. And Kane is deep. Here comes England. Bellingham out to James, inside to Kane. Kane coming forward. He has room. He has space. He has time. He has Madueke wide. He plays it really good past Madueke, who should go by his man and put it in the box. Madueke to go to Bellingham, out of bounds, corner to England again. That ball should be dropped on the penalty spot by Madueke. England now putting on the pressure. Corner to Rice again. We're in the 54th minute. England leading by 3-2. First game in Group L. Corner to be taken by Rice. Good corner. Headed by Kane. Oh, brilliant save. Wow. 2 brilliant save by Musa. Ball out to James. Corner, great cross again, headed out. And that ball was off. Was that off Kane? Wow. 2 brilliant saves. First one was O'Reilly. Keeper saved it. And then Gordon headed straight back to the keeper. Now, to be fair to Gordon, the ball didn't came with a lot of pace on it. But Gordon, if he came forward, didn't pick a corner. That's O'Reilly's second time he's at a header. Should have scored the first one. Too many corners to England? No, you get corners because you're forcing the opposition. They're checking to see if it was a goal, but it wasn't a goal. It looks like they're waiting. It wasn't a goal. Corner. Gordon should have done better. Gordon should have jumped at the ball, but the ball jumped at him. Rice with the corner. Good corner by Rice. Punched out by Musa, the keeper. To be picked up by Gordon, should be a throw into England. Ball crossed all the way over, trying to find Kane. Kane plays it back, goes to Madueke, who goes to Kane. Kane looking to shoot. Good shot by Kane. Shot by Kane again. Keeper save again. Oh, so many shots by England. England wins the ball back. Bellingham cross. Kane again. Blocked by Croatia is under the couch. They're under the couch, people. They're under a lot of pressure. They're just holding on for dear life. Croatia's keeper is playing brilliantly. Kane says so for the rest of his teammates. England are applying a lot of pressure and probably could have scored 5 or 6 already. Keeper made a really good save getting down on that shot by Kane. Yep, he's earning his stripes. That was a foul by Kane, by the way, on the defender. Croatia making a change. Kovacic coming on for Modrić. I'm surprised he didn't start the game. Modrić is off. Young man game, Modrić. Legs not there anymore. Here comes England again. They are applying the pressure to Croatia. It's 3-2, 57th minute. Ball played back by Konza to Pickford. Konza to Pickford again. Doesn't have an outlet. It goes to James. James back to Konza. Konza back to Pickford. Croatia trying to press, but that's not their forte. Here comes Stone. England leading by 3 to go to. England has 18 attempts on goal to Croatia's 4 and 4. And Croatia scored the 2 of the 4. They're batting 50%. Here comes Konza. Plays it inside to Bellingham, back to James, back to Konza. Other back to Pickford, looking to go long. He goes long, trying to find Madueke wide. Head up, picked up by, should be picked up by Pearsack, but Bellingham coming forward to Stone, goes back to Bellingham, turns brilliantly, plays out to James. James goes back to Anderson. Stone. Oh, Anderson, sorry. Not Stone. Rice to Anderson, goes to Stone. Stone goes inside to Rice. Combination and bad pass by Rice. It's easy 5-yard pass he turned over. England, Croatia cannot keep possession. I think they're out on their feet. Stone trying to find Gordon over the top. Poor pass. Throw into Croatia. We are in the 59th minute, 60th minute. England versus Croatia. England started out real well. Scored first. Croatia equalized. England scored again. Croatia equalized. And then right after that, and Croatia scored just at the end of the half. As England came out, Bellingham scored a brilliant solo goal off a great pass from deep. By the way, people, if you haven't hit the like button, please do so. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We appreciate you being here. And share the channel with your friends. Here comes Croatia. James, all the way back to Pickford. Pickford looking to go deep. And good ball into O'Reilly. Took it the wrong way. Should have taken it differently. And he goes all the way back to Stone, who goes long. Got fouled. Referee should call that foul. Yeah, it was a foul. We're in the 61st minute or 62nd minute of play. England leading by 3 goals to 2. England has been a better team, as shown by the stats, the number of shots they have taken. What about 18-9 for Croatia? 18-9. I'm sorry, 18 shots have taken, 9 on target. Croatia has 4, 2 on target. England trying to play it from the back, but they're not. The ball is not going through the middle as well as it should, and then try to go long. And Pickford out of bounds to Gordon. Gordon hasn't been in the game. Part of it is lack of service from the left side. The wingers got ball in the first half, but that's changed. Foul against England. Free kick to Croatia. Here comes Croatia. Guardiola plays it wide. Game has petered out somewhat. Poor pass by Rice again. It's his second bad pass in about a minute or so. Bellingham trying to press, but it's a one-man press. The press by England is disorganized. People, you're playing football, don't press by yourself. It's full press unless the ball is there to be won. You got to press as a team. So all the angles and space are closed down. Croatia trying to go along. The pressure's bothered them. Headed out, controlled by Anderson. The ball into James. Poor play by James. He should control the ball and turn. He went all the way back to Stone. James is going too much backwards to see Emmett Smith at the game. That ball should just control and turn inside. And you try to play it back to Stone right away. That was not a good play by James. Got to know where you are in the field. Got to glance over your shoulder. Good ball by Pickford trying to find Rice. Plays into O'Reilly, who goes inside. And got himself in trouble and got out of it. Well, almost got out of it. Got himself in trouble. Trying to dribble through. And here comes Croatia again. Has room. He's going to try to cut it inside and shoot. Don't go for the first chop, Stone. Don't go for the first chop. He's going to cut it inside. Don't go for the first cut. Stay inside. Then go outside. Pickford then has the post as a guide for him in a close angle. As a defender, you cannot allow the man to come inside. Shade him to go outside. When he's trying to cut inside, don't go for the play. Now, him coming back was not a smart move on his part because he already beat you inside. I thought DR Congo was brilliant. Here comes Bellingham again. Bellingham to Anderson, who got fouled. Free kick to England. I thought DR Congo was very, very good. Brilliant goal by Wissa. But I thought they were much better when they played Jamaica. That's for sure. It looked like they brought in a few new players because Sadiki didn't start. By the way, at 7 p.m. today, Eastern Standard Time, Panama plays against Ghana. That should be an interesting game. Ghana missing Thomas Partey. The game is being played in Canada, and he's banned from going to Canada because of his legal issues. Here comes England, James. Goes to Bellingham, goes back to James, goes to Madueke. Madueke into Bellingham. Bellingham all the way back to Konza. Konza has Stone. He waited too long to give him the ball. He's trying to go inside to O'Reilly, back to Stone, into really good 1-2s. And here comes Gordon. Gordon looking to go by his man. Good fight by Gordon, but he's dispossessed. He's had a tough game. Out of bounds. Goal kick to Croatia, it seemed like, or is it a foul? Or is it hydration break? One of the three. I don't know. I don't know why they stopped the game. Can't stop the game to make changes. Croatia making 2 changes. Number 24, Pasade coming on for number 22, who is Vuskovic. He plays in center of the defense. And Musa coming off with number 26. Why am I keep calling the goalkeeper Musa? The goalkeeper name is Levakovic. I keep calling him Musa for some reason. So I made a mistake at the beginning of the telecast. See, Eze warming up. I'm surprised Eze warming up. I would think that Rodgers would be warming up. It's interesting. Oh, multiple players warming up. Okay.
I didn't see Eze getting the game here. Here comes England. Kane. I can see putting on Roger Watkins for Kane to run out the defense. Here comes Kanza. Good ball into Madueke. Madueke coming to James. Goes all. James likes to turn back too much. Good pressing by. Oh, that's a foul, referee. You should stop the play. Yeah, it's a foul against the goalkeeper. That's not a good foul. No reason to do that. It's 66 minutes. England hasn't made the changes yet. Croatia has made the third change. Here comes Konza out to James. James trying to go over the top to Madueke. Madueke dispossessed, and Croatia has it, coming forward again. Going long, but ball won back by Konza to Stone, all the way back to Pickford. We're in the 67th minute of play, England versus Croatia, Group L match, first game in Group L. Later we'll say Ghana play against Panama. England leading by 3-2. If they win this game, I think they win the group. It's Gordon, turns, goes back to Rice, all the way back to Stone. Should go cross view to Konza. Doesn't go to Anderson and does go to Stone. Should have gone to Konza a long time ago. He have space and time to make his pass. Decided to go straight. Konza turns. England just keeping possession. They've slowed the game down again. They had the opportunity to move the game forward when they scored the third goal, but they go back to old habits. Rice all the way across to Konza. Has James open, should go wide to Madueke. He does. Madueke is coming forward. Cross by Madueke to Kane in the box. Kane headed over to Gordon, looking to shoot. He does. It's blocked. Good run by Bellingham. Good play by Bellingham. Ball out of bounds. Throw into. I think Gordon should have faked the shot and dragged the ball wide. That ball that came over, if he faked it, the defender's going to jump. Looks like Rogers coming on. Rogers has changed out. Rogers changed. It looked like Eze changing. His hydration break. I think they made the change at the hydration break. I would expect Bellingham and Gordon to be removed. Maybe Rogers play wide and Eze inside. Not sure what they're going to do. We'll see what happens. We are at 68 minutes. It's hydration time. And it's advertising time. It's a good game. Not the most energetic. England's been playing very slow. Not sure if they're trying to manage the weather. I see Tuchel having a long discussion with Bellingham. In his face, with a long discussion. Seemed like a good discussion. I could give him instructions. Let's see what the change is going to be made. Saka is like he's warming up. A lot of players warming up, actually. I expect Saka to get about 20 minutes. I thought Rogers would get more playing time, actually. A lot of groups in this tournament. This is a Group L game between England and Croatia. They met in 2018 in the World Cup semifinals. And Croatia sent England home. So a little bit of revenge if England was to maintain this lead and come out victorious in this game. And the ball to Bellingham was by, not Kane, by Anderson, actually. It's a great goal by Bellingham, though. Really good goal. Good setup, actually. Good design play. Well, I think it may be hot, right? Weather will take everything out your legs.
You probably get tired warming up. Look, the game is played in Texas. If you've ever been in Texas in the summer, I remember one summer I went to Dallas. I swear, when I went outside, I could actually feel the heat. Like you could cut the heat with a knife. It felt that thick. I don't know what the weather is today there, but it's always that hot in the summer in Texas. So you never know. Rogers coming on, Saka coming on, Rice is out. That's interesting. So probably play Bellingham. I mean the Madueke coming out, Gordon coming out. So he's making wholesale changes. So they probably play. He wants to save Rice. So Madueke, Gordon, and Rice are out. Saka, Rashford, and Rogers are in. I thought I saw Eze warming up, but I guess not. Those changes you expect. So now he's going to put Bellingham in the 8, what I mentioned before, and put Rice and put Rogers in the 10. I would guess that and he's keeping Henderson. Anderson being kept in the 6 where he's been playing. Here comes Croatia, and they have numbers. England scrambling. He's in the box looking to shoot. Crosses, blocked by England. Played out, controlled by Saka. Try to beat his man, taking out. Should be a foul. Free kick to England. It's not a great group. They should be beat by Panama. Well, a lot of third place team will go through, right? So just don't get beaten too badly. Be one of the better third place team you can go through. There's 32 teams go through of the 48, so only 16 teams drop out in the first round. But you come third, you're gonna play one of the better teams or the winner of one of the groups. That's why you want to win your group. So you play a third place team. Here comes England coming forward. Ball plays into Kane. Kane back to Bellingham. Bellingham to Saka. Saka not looking, running blindly. And here comes Croatia. Croatia turns it over. Ball play out to Riley, to Stone, to Riley. And here comes England again. 74th minute. England 3, Croatia 2. This is Group L. First game in Group L. Second game plays tonight at 7 when Panama plays Ghana. Here comes Reece James going all the way across field, trying to find Rashford. Rashford is in on goal. Rashford is on goal. Oh, keeper blocked it. Almost got there. He hesitated a little bit. If he started right away, he would have gotten that. Brilliant tackle by Bellingham. Bellingham plays physical football. You see, Rashford hesitated. He thought the ball would come to him. He almost got there. Really good move by Livakovic, who was the keeper. Had a great game. Not a good game, a great game. Made some timely save off his line quickly. They could have gotten 6 today, frankly. Fee wasn't in good form. I'm surprised he didn't take Kane out, though. It's not smart by Tuchel. Especially in a weather like this. You should have taken Kane out and put Watkins in who have legs. Here comes Croatia. Ball played out by Torino, one of the goal scorers. Croatia coming forward, trying to play over the top. Ball headed out, controlled by Bellingham. Try to go to O'Reilly, not a smart play by Bellingham. Croatia is in. Great save by Pickford. Good play by England. Ball played out to Rashford. Good recovery by Croatia. Sometimes England plays out too casual with their passes. Good save by Pickford. Ball should save it. Ball came straight on him. In fact, he pushed the ball in a really bad place. Should be pushing his ball to his left versus pushing it straight across goal. That ball could have gone anywhere. Pickford to Stone, up to O'Reilly. Goes to Rashford. Rashford goes all the way back to Stone, who
who plays it inside. Anderson, Konza, Saka. Saka turned it out of bounds, throw into Croatia. 76 minutes in. 3-2. Here comes Croatia with a shot. Saved by Pickford. Pickford, that was not a harder shot for you to be lying down. You're diving before the ball didn't come close to you. Croatia in possession again. Kane thought he was fouled, but not. 77th minute. 3-2 to England. Perisic, the old timer, has it against Saka, or a former Tottenham player. Kovacic comes inside. Croatia playing neat 1-2s in the middle of the park, but not being penetrative. So the ball is played down wide, and no England player is within 5 of the player. It's offside. Look like it's offside. But somebody has to be covering the player. You can't run that open and that wide and nobody's rotating. Iran is stealing it. They're not out of it. Another change by Croatia. Number 13 is in. So Croatia has made about 4 or 5 changes. Pasalic is out. 78 minute. Croatia making one last ditch effort to try to salvage something from this game. Rashford turns it over. The wingers have not a great game for England today. In fact, they have not done much, to be honest. Pickford to Konza. He's fouled. Konza shouldn't be taking risks like that. The ref may not always call it. When you put the ball forward and go between the player, you got to hope the ref calls it, because he doesn't. Player may be in and goal. That was much of a foul, frankly. I think England has very good midfielders. I think Rodgers and Bellingham are very good, very technical. I think Rice has a lot of legs. Not as technical, but he's physical. He covers a lot of ground. Anderson, to me, the jury's still out. But City want to buy him for 125 mil, so I must be doing something right. So who's on for England? Is that Bellingham is off, and I think that Spence may be on. Stone, I guess Tuchel going defensive, trying to maintain this lead. Spence says that here, I didn't realize, couldn't see who he was. Here comes Croatia. Well, headed up by England. England is all over the place defensively. They can't play against a better team and play this way defensively. So putting on Spence means they've got to put Spence at right back. So where's James playing? Is he playing midfield? Must be. And James is too injury prone. Why is Pickford pushing the ball out? Isn't that an easy catch ball? Pickford is making mistakes in this game. Should have saved the first goal. That ball doesn't need a punch. That's an easy catch. He's punching the ball he should be pulling down. Look at this ball. Why are you punching that ball? He almost missed it. He looks nervy, and he's been keeping for England now forever. That's an easy catch. You're creating opportunities for the opposition. Pickford goes wide to Stone. Stone trying a cute pass, which was never there. Out of bounds, throw into England. Croatia now trying to pressure. They have some subs on with some legs. Trying to turn England over so they can... England XG is 236 and Croatia 0.38. Yeah, that's about right. Pickford
out, head up by Kane. Rashford jumping. James to O'Reilly all the way back to Pickford. England needs to space the field out. Trying to go long, finds Spence. Good pass, Spence into Rodgers. Rodgers going forward. Good ball into. Wow, that should have been a goal. That was Spence. He got to score that. Ball played out to Anderson. Goes to Rashford. Spence had a good chance there. Should have put that away. Really good pass by Rodgers. That's what Rodgers does. He drives and makes good passes. Ball played out to Rashford. Rashford is man one-on-one. Going to go by him the wing. Got dispossessed. Good tackle. Here comes Croatia, but good block by James. Rashford to Kane. And foul against Croatia. Free kick to Croatia. I didn't see that foul. Croatia trying to start quickly. Again, they overload the right side. The left side. England's right side. Croatia coming forward. Ball play out wide. Is isolated one-on-one. Comes inside looking for the quick 1-2. Good play by O'Reilly to good anticipation, and ball played out by Rashford, but to no one. Here comes Croatia again. There's no pressure on the ball, though. That's the problem you have. You can't play good defense and put any pressure on the ball. And if you have all day to pass the ball and people are running off you, that's a problem. Pickford keeping like a shopkeeper. That ball a while ago he punched out, that's like ball he needs to collect. Keeping like a shopkeeper. Seriously. Been poor today. That ball he just punched a while ago, he got to the ball. All he has to do is win it. Here comes Croatia now. England scrambling. Croatia coming forward, have time and space, trying to go wide. Saka is defending, plays it out. And Croatia recovered. Kovacic looking to shoot. He shoots. And not a good shot. Ball crawled to Pickford, who went down to get it. Could just walked across and picked it up. '84th minute in, England versus Croatia, Group L match. First game in this group. England leading by 3-2. England's been the better team in terms of chances created. Spence just had a real easy chance, which he should have put away, actually. I know he stretched for the ball, but he got a chance to score. Should have done it. Stone to Anderson, out to Konza, to Spence, inside to James, to Saka. Good passing by England. Saka beat his man nicely. Plays it inside to Rodgers. Here comes outside to Rashford. Rashford, great goal by Rashford. Brilliant goal. Well taken. Brilliant goal by Rashford. Real combination by England. When we have smart wingers playing that way, Saka, Rodgers, Spence, Saka, very, very good goal. Well taken. A tired team. Played the ball between the lines. Saka turned his man brilliantly. Played it inside to Rodgers, who went back to Spence, went back to Saka, came over, played it to Rashford, who cut his man nicely and just put it in for a corner. Classic. I don't know how Gordon plays over Rashford. Makes no sense to me. England was too much for Croatia in that. All 5 of the players involved did a really good job. Rashford really took the goal well. Really took it well. Keeper had no chance. Cut it inside and put it far corner. No chance. Brilliant goal. Well done by England. That put the game away. And I think that means England will be winning the group. Can't see Panama or Ghana beating England. I'm 2 minutes behind. I'm on Fox Sports. I'm not 2 minutes behind. If I'm 2 minutes behind, then something's wrong with Fox Sports. I'm watching over the here TV, even though I have cable. So if I'm 2 minutes behind, something's wrong with my something's wrong with my channel. I'll talk to my internet provider because I'm paying them a lot of money for TV. It's change being made. Stone is off. I think Mark Gay is coming on. He should change Kane too. I don't know why he doesn't change Kane. Oh, you have Kane play the entire game. Maybe he's going to play Watson in a Panama game or something. So Mark Gay is on for John Stone. I'm an English supporter. I support England. I told people I support 3 countries. I support Jamaica, the USA, and England, not necessarily in that order. Jamaica is first, though. But I support 3 countries. I'm not a Jamaican Brazilian. I'm not about Brazil. I've never been to Brazil. I've been to England a lot of times. In fact, if I look at my passport, one of them is English. I should say passports. Here comes England. O'Reilly to Rashford. Try to find Kane inside on ambitious pass. That was never there. So England leading by 4 goals to 2. I'm sure they will not be happy about the goals they gave up. I'm 90 seconds behind. I got to talk to my cable provider because I'm watching free channels. I'm not sure why I'm behind. That doesn't make any sense. 90 seconds behind is a long way. I'm going to call my cable provider as soon as the game is done. Here comes O'Reilly. I'm sure he wants to go forward like he does at City. He has been playing a traditional left back all day today. Konza to Mark Gay. Gay all the way out to Anderson. Anderson inside to Kane. England now spreading the ball around to Reece James. Reece James playing in the middle of the park. Spence playing outside. Ball to Spence. Spence out to Saka. Saka will probably go back to Spence. He does. It's good ball by Spence in. Almost there. Out of bounds. Goal kick to Croatia. I think Croatia is dead for the day. But I thought you live in England, Wun. You can't bite the hand that feed you. Or exploit you. Any one of them. Same thing. It's hard to support Jamaica, though. You're on BBC. What country are you in? You're in the UK? If you're in the UK, you're going to get... The feed shouldn't be quicker, actually. Maybe BBC using satellite and mine is not satellite. Mine is cable, it's not satellite, so satellite would be quicker. 6 minutes of extra time to go. Tuchel should have took out Kane. It's not smart to have Kane in the game this late. See, the man dropped on his ankle, but he's all right. He's going to be okay. You can't have your prize forward in the game this late. Here comes Croatia trying to play himself out. England pressing high up, though. I see what's in the game. Did they take Kane out? Couldn't see that. I see Watson in. Is Watson in for Kane? I couldn't know. Kane is still on the field. So who did they take out? Here comes Croatia. Good play by O'Reilly. Anderson all the way back to Mark Gay inside to James. James to Kane, Kane to O'Reilly. England just playing the ball around. O'Reilly to Mark Gay. He's going to go long. He does. Trying to find Rogers. Croatia coming forward again. Well, Kane now playing midfield. We're in the 92nd minute of play. England 4, Croatia 2. O'Reilly playing some defense. James headed out. Why am I confusing Rogers with what's his name? From Villa, because they're from the same club. Saka against Perisic in the box, headed out. Picked up by Pickford. I'm confusing Watson with Rogers, it looked like. I don't know, they'd be having 12 men on the field. He was out there. Pickford going long. England will win their first game in the tournament. They have a long way to go. They should be able to beat Panama and should be able to beat Ghana. Croatia should have been the toughest test for them in this group. But the ball, as they said, the ball is round as Congo show today. Here comes Perisic against Spence. Tries 1-2. Shot block, played out by Rashford. Just 2.5 minutes remaining. Saka has it. Foul is called. It's interesting. Thought it was a good win. Kovacic all the way out to Perisic, 1-on-1 against Spence. Spence is a very good 1-on-1 defender, by the way. Very good 1-on-1 defender. We're in the 94th minute, going to the 95th minute. Croatia fans biting their fingernails. It will not be a repeat of 2018. If they score now, they make it interesting with 2 minutes to go. It's a good corner. Headed over. Oh, they should score. Oh, what a great block. That should have been a goal. And here comes England. It's Rogers, and he's running. Yes, Saka wide. Saka, good ball inside. Plays it out to Rogers. Rashford, sorry. And Rashford tried to go inside instead of covering the ball outside. Oh, Rashford, that was 2 against 2. Was that blocked by Kane? That should have been a goal. Ball came over. That was Kane. He blocked it and ball hit him in the stomach. That's poor defending again by England. Man is wide open on the left. And look at Spence. He's not marking anybody. He's marking space. England won the ball back. Rogers won it back and he's coming forward and he pulled down. Free kick to England. We're in the 95th minute, 96th minute. Ghana playing next. Yeah, they're playing Panama next. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just 12 p.m. UK time. Or more like 12 a.m. UK time. I don't think Kane should have finished the game. That's not smart by Tuchel. And Panama is playing in Toronto. Kane with a shot that went back to Tottenham. And that's why Partey cannot play. Thomas Partey will not play this game because Canada precludes him from. I think he filled out his form saying he's never been accused of a crime or something, and Canada say he lied on his form to get an immigration form, and therefore can't go in the country. 1-1. Thanks for the pound. Thanks for the queen or king pound. Appreciate it, 1-1. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it being here, sir. Even though you're a little bit, I call you miserable today, a little bit miserable today. But we appreciate the support, 1-1. Appreciate the support. Haven't seen you in a little while. Hope things are well with you and the family. Well, that's the end, people. The game is over. England has won their first game in Group L. They now lead the group. We'll see later on this evening in the next hour, Panama versus Ghana. I think I'm only doing one game a day, so I have to choose my featured game for the day. YouTube can be very tiring, and I have some stuff I'm working on. But I appreciate you being here. Match over, game over. England leads Group L. They have a 2-goal difference. We'll see Panama against Ghana tonight. That should be a decent game. Panama is a decent team. And appreciate you being here. Again, 1-1. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the super chat. It's an interesting World Cup. The World Cup started off with a lot of controversy between countries and their fans being banned. Iran-US situation. Thomas Partey in Canada. So many different things that occurred which are concerning. Iran team have to be in Mexico and then can't stay in the US overnight. But even with all the challenges, you see the football will always takes precedent. The football is what we're here to watch. All the politics and the social stuff, you need to put them on hold until the football is over and go back to reality. Right now, we don't want to be in reality. A lot of fans in the stands, English fans in the stands, some Croatia fans. But it was a good game. Not a great game, not a good game. And we see Apolline Henry says, France winning it. France looked very good. They didn't look that good in the first half against Senegal. I am not going to anoint. Look, France should be the favorite for the World Cup. They have a very good team. Their midfield to me is not great. Bless up CGG. The midfield to me is not great. They have a decent midfield. Their forward line is awesome. They got to figure out, do they play 4 players see, what France is struggling with is what Portugal is struggling with. Portugal is stacked in the midfield. France is stacked on the wing. They want to play all the players, and you're trying to fit square pegs in round holes, and sometimes that doesn't work. Right? Sometimes that doesn't work. So let's see what happens. But thanks for being here. Have a good one, everyone. Have a good evening. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.